Hello YouTube, Komodo Gaming here, taking a quick look at Project Highrise. This is a game that I've been waiting on for quite a while now. It's finally released. Some people were playing it in beta a couple months ago, but we finally hit the full release, I believe 2 days ago. And I was sent a key, and this is something that I wanted to check out. I planned on playing this in my free time anyways, so I figured let's go ahead and do a quick look. Now I think I'm going to do this regularly on the channel from here on. I think I'm going to pick a day out of the week. It's not necessarily going to be Saturday that we're going to take a random game and look at it. So if you guys have any suggestions for games or upcoming games or games that have already been released that you want me to just take a quick look at, we can do that. Now I'm not saying this is going to become a series as far as Project Highrise. It kind of depends on how you guys like it. But I at least want to do one video on it and give you guys my initial impressions on it. But yeah, this is something I've looked forward to for a long time. It's kind of like a sim tower game. It's one of those real construction games where it's a lot of micromanaging, and it's just right up my alley. I love games like this. I loved Sim Tower. I love any of the building games like SimCity or even City Skylines, even though these aren't exactly the same. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump right in here and start up our new tower. Now, I have played the tutorial, so I have a little bit of a clue of what I'm doing here, but I'm still going to probably be a little bit lost, so bear with me. Alright, I think we are going to name this Komodo Towers. It only makes sense that we do that for the channel. I'm going to play on engineered difficulty, and for the sake of the video, I think we're going to do standard size lot. Really don't need that much here, so let's go ahead and start. Okay, here we go. Looks like our construction workers are coming on site now. Now, I want to go ahead and extend this tower out, so let's go ahead and build it out to the side a little bit. Maybe about right there. Okay, that looks good. They're going to get to work, start extending that out. Now, I need to measure how big the offices are. What I'm thinking, we're going to do some offices on one side and maybe do a slightly smaller tower to the right, maybe have like a breezeway or something that goes over. And then we'll have like maybe some apartments on the other side. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm thinking, let's go and put a couple offices here on the bottom floor. So they are, what, 4 wide? So we can go 1, 2, 3. Stick with those. We'll have our lobby on the left side. I need to keep in mind the stairwell, which I actually kind of want it moved over. So you know what, we're gonna build a little more into the basement too. That way we have the space, because I want the stairwell moved over and I want the elevator here. So I want to try to keep this organized. So I'm thinking offices on the right side, and you can build these services. Like offices will need like a copy room and stuff like that. And I think I want to keep that on the left side. So try to keep it nice looking. So let's go ahead and see who wants to come into the tower right now. Looks like we have 3 insurance offices that want to come in and 3 accounting. Now, let's see. Accountings, I believe, give you a little more, but they expect different services. So let's go with insurance offices right now. We've got 3, and we've got 3 offices here, so let's go ahead and move these guys in. Okay, another thing you need to keep in mind. Now, the basement's probably where you need to store most of your things as far as your power, water, phones, and all that. So we've got that down there, and these are going to require electricity. So we've got our grid down at the bottom, and we got a wiring closet right here. So let's go ahead and extend these over. Let's see, I believe it's right here. Okay, so now everybody's going to have electricity. Let's go ahead and extend it all the way over. You know, I might have wasted a little bit of money there. I don't necessarily think the stairwell needs it, but I think the services on the other side will eventually need it. So, let's see. Alright, we are already building here. Now, this is going to take a little bit. Let's go ahead and think ahead. We got plenty of money right now, and I want to get this moving. So let's go ahead and build a stairwell here. Probably have, I guess, an elevator on the left side of it. I think they take up, let me see here. Okay, 3 tiles, so we're going to extend the building out a couple more here. And then we can go ahead and do the next floor. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we got plenty of room here. So we got a lot to work with. They're going to take a while to build here. That's the one thing. It starts off slow. A lot of these games, you know, of course you can speed up time, but you've got to be careful about doing that. A lot of these games you can get screwed over real quickly by speeding up time, not realizing that you're missing things. So I need to be careful with that button. I've had those buttons before in my games, and I've done a lot of damage with it. So let's see, what else can we do now to plan ahead? Of course, let's go ahead and have a service here. I think the lobby, let's see, I think it's going to need to be to the left. We might even extend this out even more. The more I look at it, I want there to be a food place down in the lobby area for the workers, and I also need to think about the elevator. So I think we need to go ahead and make that commitment. Let's go ahead and build our elevator. You got that? And I'm assuming, I don't know if it's necessary to have the stairwell all the way up. I don't know if any disasters or anything happens. Like, I don't really know. I think it is going to be necessary to have that all the way up. I could be completely wrong about that, so if somebody knows, you can go ahead and correct me in the comments below. But I'm going to go ahead and build them side by side. Let's see. I'm going to do that. And let's go ahead and place a small restaurant down here. Now, like I said, as soon as you get more of these stars, the bigger your tower, the bigger the services, the more renown you get, you'll be able to upgrade. You'll be able to build bigger offices, bigger restaurants. So let's go ahead and place a small one down here. I think the workers will really appreciate it. And I actually can't even do that right now. The workers are so far behind. I'm going to actually skip forward a little bit here and let them finish up these floors. Okay, here we go. They're still working on that second floor because you got to remember this is the ground floor, first floor, you got the basement here. So I can go ahead and plan ahead for this restaurant down here. So let's go ahead and move that there. I'm going to need to extend this out because I want to have like a little lobby area. Seems kind of odd to walk into the tower and immediately you're in a restaurant. So let's do that. Let's see, what can we put in here? We've got 2 offers. We've got salads and burritos. Well, actually it says healthy takeout burritos. So both are healthy. Everybody likes that, I guess. Let's go ahead. Let's go with the burritos. I like that better. You know, I can make a little more money on the... Yeah, let's go for the money right now. So let's do that. We need to extend electricity over to them. So let's do that. Oh, it was almost over to them completely, so good there. Now, the more offices, the more things that you start using electricity on, you'll have to upgrade your capacity down in the basement or wherever you place it. So keep that in mind. It's all a little bit about planning ahead, knowing like where exactly you want to have things. If not, I've seen towers that are just massive, but they look so confusing and everything gets jumbled up, people start complaining, and everybody's not happy. So, okay, let's do that. We're spending quite a bit here. I'm going to go ahead and put the stairwell here. And like I said, I don't know if that's 100% necessary. I know it's a faster way. Well, I know the elevators are faster, but I don't know if it's a situation where if something happens to the tower, I don't know if there's any sort of disasters or anything. So, okay, right now our daily's in the red. We're losing $95 a day, but I've got these new offices that we're going to place in. So we've got these. Now, I think we're going to actually go for the higher ups here. We're going to go for the accounting. Where I've got legal offices. Let's see, accounting, what do they want? It looks like they just need electrical lines, so we're going to place one of those. I could probably do the other insurance offer here, so let's go ahead and get that one in. I need to get the electrical lines over to them, so let's slow down time here. And we need to go ahead and get another wiring closet, so we'll place that there, and we'll run all this over. And I think we're going to have a service on the left side of the stairwell there, so there we go. Let's see, what else can we attract in here? Legal offices, they're expecting copy services and a courier service. So basically a mail service, copy service. Those are going to cost a lot of money. So I don't know if that's quite worth it yet. Does anybody just want... No, they all want both of those. I'm trying to see if somebody just wanted maybe a copy service. I think I'm going to hold off there. Let's see. Yeah, they're both... Well, actually, almost all of them are like that. Seems like the accountants actually need a phone line, too. And they want a greater variety of food court restaurants, so we need to expand down in our lobby. Okay, what I'm doing here, I'm going to go ahead and expand this floor before I go up again to the 3rd floor. I'm going to have another food area down here, and we'll have our nice lobby. That way, hopefully we can attract some different offices in here, because they're being a little picky. So, if I get another food area beside the, I think this is a burrito place, from what I can see. It actually looks like sandwiches. But yeah, you can see everybody in their offices. Really love the art style of this game. It does remind me a bit of Sim Tower, a little more detailed, of course. These art styles are really good because, like, it's not a 3D art style, so it's not going to really go out of date because there's not really a date on these. So I think this game will definitely last a long time. Now, this game also has mods. Keep that in mind. It has workshop support, so you can go in there and just download mods real easy. I saw like a Duke Nukem statue and just some random stuff. And what are they doing? Yeah, we're still building. It's just this slow grinding process right now of building, planning ahead. I think this is going to shift over. Right now we're losing 95 a day, but we've got some additional offices, and I think we're going to go up a floor. So I need to go ahead and plan that out because I need to get this moving. Let's go ahead and do from here over, and then we have the option to extend out to the left. But I need to have some more office space, so let's go ahead. Let's do just a stairwell for now. They can walk down one flight of stairs to get to the elevator if they're really that lazy. So we'll do that, and I'm thinking maybe doing like a breezeway over here and doing some apartments, because I need to show you guys how those work a little bit too. Those are, I wouldn't say they're more complicated, but they need the utilities they need, even for the small apartments, or they're like immediate, like you need water, electricity, so to keep that in mind. But why are we just standing here? Come on, we need to get to work. Now, I would love to hire some more construction workers, but I think you need more stars or more prestige to be able to do that. Or, you know, is it that? Or let's see, I think it might be something else. Building staff. There's a maintenance office. Actually, here we go. Let's click on this. Let's see, only one construction office is allowed until we hire a building manager, but I don't think we can hire that until we have either more influence or, I don't think it's buzz. Buzz is like getting boost, I believe, to the tower, and maybe some new stuff moves in. The influence, I believe, is the more people you have in the tower, the better the tower is. You'll be able to unlock these points, and you'll be able to spend it on stuff, and I think that's maybe where you get your hiring manager. Or your building manager, whatever it is. Yeah, building manager. So, they're still building. They're so slow. Really wish they would hurry up. Actually, no, we're ready to place a restaurant down here. So, let's go ahead and place another one right beside it. And I guess we're going to go with the burrito. So, I did choose the salad place. I thought I had the burritos at first. So, we've got that. They're going to be happy about that. Should be able to move some people here. And then I've got office space above these people. So, it's a pretty decent system going on right now. Now I am spending a lot of money. You can take out loans, but I'm going to avoid that for now, not unless I feel the need to just go all out and add a bunch of floors all at once. So I might actually do that. This is the whole fact we're doing just a quick look, but we'll see here. But yeah, everything's going pretty good right now. I'm going to go ahead and speed up time again and try to fast forward, get everything completed, and we'll add some more offices and we'll try to get some more people into the tower. Okay, we've got some more stuff, and the next food place is built, so I think we can take on some of these accountants. Now, these are going to want phone lines, but they pay $140 in rent a day. That one does, that's $130, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get that guaranteed phone line in, so we're going to need to go down to phone and build a switchboard, so we're going to place it down here. And we're going to need, the wiring closet will work for phones, electricity, and cable TV, so let's run a phone over into this office here. That way that new accountant has a phone and won't complain immediately. Now I think I need to go ahead and build a service. So let's go ahead and construct I think it's going to be the copy service. Maybe I should go ahead and place the offices. Let's do the offices first, because I believe, I'm not sure which one. I think it's either accountant or maybe the new legal ones are going to want that, and they're going to want a mail service. So maybe I can place those side by side on the second floor. They'll have to do a little bit of walking to get to it, but I'm not really concerned about that. They can walk. Okay, it's additional office time. Let's go ahead and rent out some more spaces here. We've got 3 more offices. And let's try to get the legal offices. They pay pretty good, so $165. Of course, you're expecting a phone line, electrical. So I've already got electrical up there. I'll have to get the phones run up there. So we'll get him. Let's go ahead and get this one too. Actually, yeah, let's do the 120, and then we got another 115 here. Okay, they're gonna be a little more picky here, so let's go ahead and run a phone line up to them. Run that over, so they all have phones. They've already got electricity, I believe. Yep. And this is where we need to probably build them some services. So let's go ahead and go down here. And we're gonna go ahead and do the copy service first, and then we'll think about the mail service. So let's go ahead and do copy. And we're going to place it on the second floor. Yeah, we can probably set 2 of these beside each other so I can get another service over here. Let's place it. Yeah, let's go right there. And I do believe I've got electricity over there, so we should be good to go right there. So they're going to build these offices. We're going to swap over a day here and see what happens. But everything's going really good right now. I think eventually once we get that first prestige star, we'll be able to decorate a little bit. Maybe make the lobby look a little bit better than this, because right now it's pretty empty. but we can place some plants down, some lights, and just get it looking good and try to attract new people to our tower here. Alright, we are keeping our construction staff very busy, so went ahead and added the elevators. It's going to hurt us a little bit. I've always got the option for the loan, which I think I'm going to eventually take advantage of. Now, I'm thinking the little breezeway is going to be down here, so we're going to do maybe 4 over. I'm going to go ahead and build the basement out under it. And that way I'll be ready to run electrical up there, which I think it'll run across, but I'm going to need this side probably here for the apartments. So we'll do that. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of a lobby going. So they've got plenty of projects to do here. Now this tower has a little bit of an odd shape. I think eventually I will fill out this left side, but for this video here, I want to go ahead and start the apartments on the right here. That way maybe some of the people that work in the office, maybe they'll just go stay over and spend more money in here. So let's do that. Go ahead and fast forward time. Looks like we're going to have to wait for some construction again. So this is all like really a game of patience here. So let's go ahead and fast forward to that, and we should be good to go to place some more offices and try to make some more money here. Okay, they are hard at work. Let's go ahead and place some more offices. So we got a nice little selection of offices going. Now I think eventually we're going to have services down here on the left, but maybe once we get higher up, we'll start placing offices on each side. I'm just kind of keeping it small right now. So let's go ahead and fill out whatever we need here. They want insurance. Let's go ahead and rent them. I've got 2 accounting offices. They're going to need phone lines, so we'll run those up to them. Now, once you run out of people that want to offer, you can advertise and try to get more people, you know, to want to come over to the tower. It costs a little bit of money, but for the time being, I think we're going to be set here. I think up to here. Those 2 rights are illegal. I don't think the other one needs a phone line yet, so that should be good there. We got that. They're starting on the offices, which is good. I think they actually take priority. Like, if there's floors that can be built, they'll do that after they build the offices, because they were actually down there building the breezeway to the next building or the next part of the tower. But as soon as I placed those offices down, they actually went up there, which that's really good. So I've got that. I think we can go ahead and do the other service. Maybe we'll track some more here. So let's go ahead and go there. And it's going to be the courier here, so place that one down. Now everybody should be happy, because mail's going out. We got a copy room, got tons of offices. Well, I wouldn't say tons, but plenty of office space, some nice places to eat down here. I'm really working on getting that prestige star, so hopefully we get that here. Alright, we just unlocked decor. We got our first prestige star. That's really cool. So I think eventually they'll start unlocking other buildings, but I think the only thing we have right now are these decor items, and I just wallpapered that. That doesn't actually look that good. So let's go ahead and try the... What does a reinforced glass look like? Actually, like that. That looks appropriate for a lobby. So, got those. Everybody's moving into their new offices. They're finishing the last one here. So, I'm really curious when this day resets to see if we're still in the green. I'm hoping we are. I know that mail service is going to hurt us a little bit. I don't think it's quite as expensive as the copying service. So, we've got that. They're going to go over, continue this, and we'll probably try to get a couple apartments down. Now, I do know one thing, which was strange. Apartments cannot be built on the ground floor, so I'm going to have to go ahead and go up at least 1 floor to get a couple of those down. So as soon as we get over here, which I can probably already do that. Let's go ahead and lay that out real quick. So maybe like that, and probably up, I don't know, let's go a couple more here. Something like that, I believe. So we'll have that. We'll have some stairs. Let's go and place those here. They don't need anything as far as... I don't think we're going to need any elevators right now on this side. We can always place them later, but that's going to be a lot of money. The upkeep on the stairs are like $10 a day, so that's pretty good. And then we're almost ready to expand here. You know, I might actually expand over to the left side now and place some more offices, because I need to fill it out before we build up. So let's go ahead, get that. We're planning ahead here. This is actually turning out really good. I'm spending a lot of money, and I'm probably screwing certain things up, but I really like the way this is looking. So we've got that. Just gotta wait on those construction workers. Now, I think these guys in the gray and black are maybe maintenance men. Do they have their own room? I know here's the construction office down here. I know you can have a maintenance place. You can have quite a few. Build services, plumbers, handymen, a laundromat, dog walking services. That's awesome. And I'm pretty sure you can download mods for additional services, so No telling what crazy stuff people are going to start coming up with. Alright, cool. We just completed our proof of concept contract, so we've gained a little bit of money off that. Now, contracts are ways to gain additional money. I mean, you might have to do certain tasks. I've seen a couple of them. Right now, I don't think we're in that much of a situation where we need to do that, but we are making money now. So we've got 325 a day. That's not great. We could be making a lot more, but we're about to get ready. I think we're about to have some apartments ready here soon. So that's going to really be good. They're kind of working on the floors over here. I need them to extend out the basement over here to the right too. So we have plenty of room under here. I think we can even go even further down if we need a bigger basement. I think probably one more story, so if we need to do that. But yeah, they're almost through here. I think we're ready to go ahead and place down some more offices. Hopefully we've attracted some more people with our latest improvement. So let's go office here, here, and here. Though that fits perfectly. That works. Let's see. We've got accounting offices that want to come in, but that's it. So we're going to go ahead and get those in. Okay, what we're going to have to do here, we're going to need to attract more people to the tower. So I think we're going to run a little bit of advertisement here. So we're going to advertise for insurance, and we're going to advertise for maybe some legal. So we're going to spend some money. We'll come back here in a couple minutes and see what our prospects are. I think we're almost ready to go ahead and start our apartment area here. So let's go ahead and go to apartments. The only thing we can do right now is a studio apartment. So let's go ahead and place it, I guess, right against the stairwell. You know, I might have to get rid of some of that breezeway if I want to do an elevator. Or maybe I can do the elevator on the other side. So I'm just going to place one of these down real quick. That way you can see that. So it's going to be a studio apartment. And it's going to require, I believe, electricity and, let's see, water. So how am I going to run this up? Let's go and run a wiring closet. Yeah, that's kind of an odd spot. Maybe I can do the closets in the middle, almost like a chase, and then I can do apartment on the other side. So I think that's what we're gonna have to do. Let's do that. Now I'm also gonna have to have water, which I need a water meter down here. So let's go ahead and build that into here, and then a plumbing closet. So I'm gonna have that run up here and here. So there's gonna be a gap in between apartments right now. So let's do that. Run the water over, so that apartment should be ready to go. And then I can extend out to the right, which I can go ahead and do that. Which I'm going to have to extend the lobby out, which I don't particularly like doing. I guess we can do maybe some more food places. So how wide are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Alright, we'll have room for one more apartment here. So that's going good. About to check our progress here. Hopefully we've got some more people wanting to move in. Let's go ahead and get some more office space. And I want the turnover to be great once we turn the day over, and we'll be in a lot better shape here. And we're about to get our responses. So we've got 5 office spaces ready to go. And I'm probably going to have to do some more services, so maybe on the next floor I'll have those. Let's see. Insurance. So we've got 4 offers here and 3 from legal. So let's go ahead and take 2 insurance. Go ahead and take the highest ones here. Let's see. Take that one. We got another 90 here. What do they need anything special? I think they're in decent shape. I've got, oh, I need to get electricity over all the way. Now the legal's going to need phone lines, so I might as well go ahead and run those. And I'm pretty sure this is going to put a little bit of stress on our infrastructure here, so we'll see what happens once we run all this over here. So do that. Let's get our legals moving in. There we go. It's 155 there. And 115 here. Let's go ahead and just take them all. So we got that. Alright, that's awesome. Now, I'm going to have to start planning ahead here. I want to see what the turnover is going to be like. What are we going to start making? Because as soon as I do that, build those offices, and then go down here, I'll be able to place one more apartment in. Then we'll have a nice, small running building here. So let's go ahead and fast forward, let some of this construction get through, and then we'll look at the end result. Alright, we're making an additional 600 a day now, which is really good. Well, it's good for me. But we're low on cash, so they're going to build another studio apartment here. That's going to bring in another $140. Now, there's an icon that's been flashing over here. It's not there right now, that the copy services are being used a lot. So eventually we're going to have to move in some more of those, so that would be another floor. So this is where we need to take in some contracts and or, I guess, a loan. I'm thinking that's where I'm going to need to go just to show you guys how that works. So we're going to go down here. And I got a credit card, community bank. Well, I can only do the community bank. That's going to be, okay, this is what it's going to do. It's going to give us $5,000. But it's going to cost us 20 days, and it's going to be $300 a day in cost. So if you take that $300 a day right now, that's going to be we're only going to be making $300. But I think it's going to give us the option for another floor, more offices, and maybe we can add another floor to the apartment building. I think we'll have enough money to do all of that. So I think it'll balance itself out nicely. So let's go ahead and take that real quick. All right, get that loan. Now, it might seem like I know what I'm doing. I'm probably doing something wrong here, but I feel like we're making some good progress, so we get that. Add another floor and the elevator, which that still could be a waste of money. The more I look at that, the more I think, am I wasting my money with that? And it's very possible. So we've got that. Let's go ahead and add another floor up above the apartments here. So we'll be able to go ahead and add another one. Oh, missed a spot. There we go. So we've got that. We're spending quite a bit of money here already. And let's go ahead and extend our wiring closet up here, and our water is going to need to go up here, so a plumbing closet. Run that. Oh, you know, these people over here are not going to have water, so let's do that, that. Oh, went over one too much there, so we've got all those. Electricity, let's go ahead and run electricity at both sides. And these are going to be ready to go. And they're going to go work on the next floor in the office building. So we're already kind of set up now. I do think I'm going to have to add another service. We might have to do another coffee service. I'm not 100% sure. But before we go here, let's go ahead and do a little bit of decorating. I want to kind of change this breezeway up. Let's just try this glass here. Actually, that looks really nice. So we've got that. Let's do some plants. So maybe, I don't know, a couple of those. That looks pretty good. Got that. Let's get a plant here in the lobby. Maybe a nice light, something like that. That actually looks pretty good. I like that. So we've got that. This area down here, of course, we can't build apartments on the lower floor, so maybe we'll stick another restaurant down here. Maybe something eventually that we can put down here that the citizens in the apartment might use. No telling what you can do down here. There's a lot of stuff. But anyways, that's going to probably about wrap it up. I'm going to stop it here. You can see the progress that I've made. Now, like I said, this is not necessarily turning into a new series. It's just a quick look. This game is available on Steam now, so if you'd like to check it out, I highly suggest it. If this is your type of micromanagement, construction sim, if that's your thing, this is definitely going to be your game. I love this. I'm going to play this a lot in my free time, or when I do have free time, which is not very often. But if you'd like to see more of this, just let me know down in the comments. You can thumbs up that video. It definitely helps and makes me know that, you know, this is what you guys want to see. But if not, doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit in my free time. But hope you guys enjoyed this. If you like to like and subscribe, everything helps my channel. And we will return tomorrow, I believe, with some Unturned. And I think it's going to be something about that new server, so maybe you guys can come join and play with us on that. That's going to be really exciting. And then we'll turn around Monday with some multiplayer Mondays on Scrap Mechanics. So anyways, hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend, and we will see you guys next time. Thank you.